Welcome back to the series that we are doing on Meta Ads. I'm Neelu from Neelu & Co. And today I'm going to talk about the things that you have to keep in mind when you're hiring an agency like Neelu & Co. to do your Meta Ads campaign. Now this is the third live in the series. The first live was a general introduction about Meta Ads. You can find the replay on our feed. Then the second live was what makes a good Meta ad. And today I'm going to talk about the things to keep in mind when you're hiring somebody else to do it on your behalf. Whether it's a freelancer or whether it's an agency like Neelu & Co. Sorry, I was just opening my notes so that I don't forget. Okay, one of the things that we have noticed, or at least I have noticed as an agency owner as well as a marketing coach, is a lot of times when people approach me, whether it's for an ad campaign or for a regular social media package, what I have noticed personally is that many times people don't really have an idea on what they want. And we as marketers have to do a little bit of digging to find out. Now, I don't know how other agencies work, but my word of caution is that when you approach agencies or when you approach freelancers, there are a lot of freelancers doing the exact same thing as well, and you can approach them, nothing wrong with that. But just a word of caution that you should always have an idea of what you want out of the campaign as the business owner. You cannot leave everything upon the marketer to figure out, okay? Because they handle a lot of clients, they do a lot of things, and if there is a communication gap between the two of you, what can happen is you are expecting something and they are doing something else, and then in the end you get upset saying that, hey, I lost so much money because so and so didn't do a great job, when in reality many times it's because the clients didn't tell us what exactly they are looking for. Some of the examples that I can give you in terms of your goal from a Meta ad campaign is, are you looking to build awareness around your brand? Do you just want people to get to know you as a brand? Do you just want likes and follows? Nothing wrong with that. Do you want people to visit your website and purchase something from the website? Is the Meta ad campaign helping you with a certain funnel? So these are some of the things that you have to keep in mind. So when you approach the marketer, and they are going to ask you, if it's a good marketer, they are going to ask you, hey, what exactly are you trying to achieve through this campaign? You should have a proper answer. I'm not saying that you should have a full-fledged strategy in mind, because that is not your job as a client, that's their job. But you should at least have an idea on what exactly you want to achieve from this whole thing. Number 2 is communication. And again, this is not just about the Meta ad campaign, but in any area, when you are approaching an agency like us or a freelancer, make sure that you communicate properly. Most of the agencies, including Neelu & Co., we sit on a strategy call first before we design a customized content plan and calendar and all of that for you, right? When it comes to Meta ad campaign, we sit on a call with a client to understand what they're looking for. So when you're sitting for that call, make sure that you are communicating everything properly to them. You're telling them exactly what you're looking for. You're telling them the story behind your brand. You're telling them the story behind your products and services, so that they also understand what kind of customers you're trying to target, what kind of business you're doing. Because there are a lot of non-traditional businesses these days. If you look at digital marketing agency, a lot of people still don't know what we do, because it's a very non-traditional, still an up-and-coming industry. Although it's growing very fast, a lot of people still don't know what a digital marketing agency does. Same way, you might have a non-traditional business. Let's say you have an art business and people are not used to seeing people sell art, right? So if you don't communicate what exactly your business does, who exactly is your clientele, who are you trying to target, what is your goal from this particular campaign, then there's going to be again that communication gap, and you will end up losing a lot of money. And there's no point in blaming the agency, because the agency had no idea either what you're looking for. When you are reaching out to a company, whether a freelancer or an agency, do a little bit of digging about them. Unfortunately, I don't know how it is in other parts of the world, but here in Kerala at least, there are a lot of people moonlighting as digital marketers. When basically they are graphic designers, they are good at graphic designing, and some of them are good at video editing, and they tell people that they'll do digital marketing or social media marketing or Facebook meta ads. When in reality, a good marketing campaign requires the expertise of a good, experienced marketer. So, when you're looking for an agency, it doesn't matter whether the agency is new or old. What matters is that the person running it or the team running it has some kind of expertise in marketing and understands the nuances and understands the trends in that's happening in marketing right now, and they're up to date about all the different things that's happening, because digital marketing, when it comes to anything about digital marketing, everything and anything keeps changing. I mean, you must be reading about what Elon Musk is doing with Twitter. So everything is changing and everything seems fast paced. So the people who are behind the team should have a fair bit of an idea of what is happening, what is marketing. Because see, digital marketing, from when you're looking at it from the outside, it's like, okay, making some posters, so graphic designing is enough, making some reels, so video editing is enough. But digital marketing is more than that. At its core, digital marketing is also marketing. Facebook ad campaign or Instagram ad campaign is also an ad campaign or a marketing campaign, which means the person or the people who is doing this for you should know marketing at its core, should understand human psychology that goes behind marketing. Marketing is a lot about psychology. A lot of people don't understand this. They think it's just about posting content 3 times a day, 5 times a week, and getting likes, getting followers. No. Strategic marketing basically targets human psychology, the psychology of the people whom you are trying to target, whom you are trying to sell to. This is where a lot of people fail. So make sure that the people or the person behind the agency or the freelancer has a good idea, a thorough idea on what marketing is. When it comes to meta ads specifically, one of the things that I love about meta ads, I personally have placed meta ads for my previous businesses, whether it was for my calligraphy workshop or whether it was for my art and craft shop called PPS UAE. For both, I have used meta ads extensively, which is why I can sit here and talk about it. So one of the things that I love about meta ads is that I can run multiple ads together, which are all different in little ways. So I can run one ad which is just a photo post. I can run one ad which is carousel, where you slide left until the end. I can run one ad where it's a video. I can run ads which specifically targets only Facebook, no Instagram. I can run ads which specifically targets Instagram and not Facebook. I personally prefer running Instagram ads only and excluding Facebook, because my ideal clients are here on Instagram, but it's different for different businesses. When you're reaching out to an agency, ask them to run multiple ads and see what's working and what's not working. This is what we call A/B testing, A/B testing. Basically, you're testing ad A and ad B simultaneously and seeing which is working and which is not working. It's as simple as that. Okay, when you hear the word or the phrase A/B testing, it sounds like something being done inside a science lab, but it's basically just testing out 2 different or 3 different or multiple ads together and seeing what's working and what's not working. It's actually very fascinating. The whole thing. When you're running a meta ad campaign, whether it's a video ad or whether it's a graphic like a poster ad, make sure that everything stays within your brand values, within your brand aesthetics, that you're giving them your logo, that you're giving them your color palette and all of that, and everything is done as per your brand values and brand aesthetics and not as per the agencies. Okay, so that you have to communicate this properly to the agency. Once what happened was this was when I was only into coaching, after I had closed down PPS and I had moved to Cochin, and I wanted to run ads for my coaching business. Although I have extensive experience using Meta ad, I thought let me just outsource it and see how it goes. I provided all the things that I need to provide as a client to the people who were doing it. I found them on Upwork, by the way, and the posters and everything they created were completely I don't know what's the right word. It was a complete mess. It was nothing like what I asked them to do. It was the font, everything, the aesthetics. It was just not what I was looking for. In spite of me communicating to them properly and providing them everything, like all the marketing collaterals and everything. So this can happen. Why? Because of the previous reason. That people who are doing this are not all marketers. Many times they are graphic designers. Many times they are not even graphic designers, and they just come into the field to make quick money. So make sure that your investment is going in the right hand and you're communicating everything properly. Also look at the copywriting. So when it comes to an ad, good copy can make a huge difference. What is copy? Anything that is written on the ad or anything that's communicated on the ad. For example, for Nike, it is just do it. That's the first thing that's coming into my mind. For KFC, it's finger licking good. These are all slogans or whatever, but these at the end of the day, it's good copy. So whatever we write under the photo or under the video or on top of the video, it's all copy. And copywriting is a skill on its own. And a good agency should have a good copywriter on hand, or the person whom you are approaching should have good copywriting skills. So as you can see, a good campaign, like a strategic, customized, result driven campaign should have a lot of good elements: good graphic design, good video, good copy. It's targeted to the right people. The person who is running the ad on behalf of you understands your business, understands your clientele, understands whom you're trying to target, so on and so forth. So a lot of factors goes in to running one ad campaign. A good ad campaign, anyone can run a campaign, but a good ad campaign requires all these factors to come together, which is why when you're approaching someone, you should make sure that they know what they're doing. That's the basic gist of it, that the people you're approaching should know what they're doing. And how can you find that out? You can ask them to give case studies. You can ask them to show previous work or previous results. What have they done for past clients? What does the testimonials look like? So on and so forth. So don't just run behind discounts. Don't just run behind people saying that we'll give you XX return for XX money. Make sure that they're actually credible sources and they're capable of doing what they're promising you. So I'm wrapping up the session. You can leave your questions in the question sticker. I have a live Zoom webinar coming up. It's just 999 rupees. And during this webinar, I'll be teaching you how you can place a Meta ad campaign yourself without someone's help. If DIYing is not your cup of tea and you had rather outsource it, then you can quickly send us at Neelu & Co a DM. Everything I just explained from the beginning till the end, we'll do the whole thing for you. So I'm wrapping up the session. Take care. Bye. Ciao.